is Zabullah. Today I am going to discuss one of the fundamental topics of English grammar, that is tense. Before going to discuss tense in detail, let me tell you the meaning of the tense. Tense refers to the time of an action or event which is expressed by different forms of the verb. So these verb forms are also known as tenses. So we have to focus on the time of an action or event which is expressed by the different forms of the verbs. In our earlier session, we have discussed about the verbs, so you have to follow that. So with that, we have to move forward. Tense is divided into three types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. In order to describe the present situation, we use present tense. In order to describe the past situation, we use past tense. In order to describe the future situation, we use future tense. Look at here. Example of present tense. I sing a song. Sing is the main verb which indicates the present action. I sang a song. Sang is the main verb which indicates the past action. I will sing a song. Will sing is the main verb which indicates the action which will going to take place in future. Further, present tense is divided into four types: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. For example, here I have written the example, I sing a song. So it is the example of simple present tense. I am singing a song, example of present continuous, the action which has started and is continuing. I have sung a song is the example of present perfect tense, and I have been singing a song is the example of present perfect continuous tense. So simple present, the action which takes place at present. Present continuous, the action which has started and is progress. Present perfect, the action which has started and completed, but its relevance is still present. And present perfect continuous, the action which has already started and is still continuing. So in order to describe all those things, we use these types of tense. Now let us move to the first type of present tense, that is simple present tense. Let us know the meaning of simple present. As I have told you, simple present tense is used to describe an action which takes place at present. For example, I teach English grammar. Here in this sentence, the action which takes place at present. In order to know the complete information related to simple present tense, we have to follow the formula related to simple present tense and look at all these examples. Look at the formula first. So we have subject plus base verb. There is the main verb in V1 position and then object. Look at the sentence here. I write a poem. Here I have used first person singular I, and the base form of the verb write a poem is object. Look at the second sentence. We learn English grammar. Here I have used first person plural we. The base form of the verb learn I have written, and then English grammar is the object. Look at the third sentence. You play cricket. Second person singular you, second person plural is also you. And the base form of the verb play I have written here, and then object is the cricket. Look at the third person singular. He reads a novel. Here the subject is singular and verb is also singular, and a novel is object. Look at the next sentence. She carries a basket. Here also she is third person singular and main verb is also singular. A basket is object. Look at the next sentence. It eats insects. It is also third person singular. Eats is the main verb and insects is object. Look at the last sentence. They sing a song. They, third person plural, and then main verb sing I have written, which is also in plural form, and a song is object. When you look at all these examples, there is a doubt in your mind. So what is that? Look at here. I have used first person singular I and I have written right here, that is the main verb. So whenever we use first person singular I and second person singular you, we have to use plural form of the main verb so that the subject should agree with the verb. Look at here, you play cricket. So when we use second person singular as well as plural you, it agrees with the plural subject or plural verb. Now look at here in third person singulars. Whenever we use third person singular he, she, it, just we have to add yes, es or ies to the main verb so that we can make it as singulars. So these are all the things related to the simple present tense, and you have to keep it in your mind that only in simple present tense we have to change the main verb, that is when the subject is singular, the verb is also singular. When the subject is plural, the verb is also plural. Then how to make singular and plural subject, that I have already told you, by adding yes, es or ies to the main verb. Now let us move to the negative sentences in simple present tense. As we have discussed in our earlier session that we have to use do form of auxiliaries to make or to form the sentences negative. In order to understand negative sentence, you have to look at the formula here. First we have the subject in a sentence and then do or does according to subject. When the subject is singular, we have to use does. When the subject is plural, we have to use do. And then not, why? Because it is negative sentence. And then base form of the main verb and then object. Look at the examples here. I do not write poems. I have written first person singular I, as I have told you that whenever we use first person singular I, we have to use plural form of the main verb as well as helping verb so that the subject should agree with the verb. Similarly, it is related to you, second person singular and plural. I do not write poems. I first person singular. So for that reason, do I have used. Not, it is negative sentence. Write is the main verb which is in base form, and then poems is the object. Look at the second sentence. I have used first person plural we and I have used do not. Why? Because the subject is plural. Learn is the main verb. English grammar is the object. Now look at the third sentence. You do not speak English. You, second person plural. So I have used do not and then speak English. Look at the third person singulars. He does not read novels. He, third person singular. So for that reason I have used does. And then what? Negative sentence. Read is the verb. Novels is the object. Look at the next sentence. She does not carry the basket. She, third person singular. So for that reason does not I have used. Carry is the verb. The basket is the object. Look at the next sentence. It does not eat insects. It, third person singular. So for that reason does I have used. Not, negative sentence. Eat, verb. Insects is the object. Now look at the last sentence. They do not sing a song. They, third person plural. So for that reason I have used do. Not, it is negative sentence. Sing is the verb. Song is the object. So you have to remember one thing related to third person singulars here in negative. We should not add yes, es or ies to the main verbs. So that is the thing you have to remember while changing affirmative to negative sentence. Now let us move to the interrogatives in simple present tense. Interrogative sentences are those sentences which are used to ask questions. In order to know interrogative sentences, you have to look at the formula here. First we have do or does according to the subject, and then subject plus base form of the verb, and then object. At last we have to put question mark. Now look at the first example. Do I write poems? Here do form of auxiliaries are used to frame questions, and they used to put before the subject. Look at do I write poems. The usage of do, I have already told you that it is the first person singular. So for that reason I have used do here. Do I write poems? And then look at the next example. Do we learn English grammar? So here we is the plural subject. For that reason do I have used, and then learn is the verb, English grammar is the object, and at last don't forget to put question mark. Next look at third sentence. Do you speak English? You is the plural subject. So for that reason I have used do here. Speak is the verb, English is the object, and then question mark. Look at the next sentence. Does he read novels? So here I have used third person singular, he. So for that reason does I have used. So does he read novels? Look at the next sentence. She is also singular. So for that reason I have used does, and then carry is the main verb, the basket is the object, and the question mark. And look at the next sentence. Does it eat insects? So it is also singular. So for that reason I have used does, and then eat is the verb, insects is the object, and then question mark. Look at the last sentence. Do they sing a song? So they is the third person plural. So for that reason I have used do here. Sing is the verb, a song is the object. So one thing you have to remember, that whenever we use do form of auxiliaries, so we should not add yes, es or ies to the main verbs. And also you have to remember one thing, that does itself is the indication of singular form, do itself is the indication of plural form in all these sentences. Now let us move to the usage of simple present tense. As I have already told you that simple present tense is used to describe an action which is taking place at present movement. For example, here I am teaching English grammar. She sings, he walks, etc. So simple present tense is also used to express universal truths, scientific facts, and universal feature of men, animals, and things. For example, the earth moves around the sun. It is the scientific fact. Look at the second example. Men are mortal. So it is the universal feature of men. Look at the next example. The sun rises in the east. So it is the universal truth. So simple present tense is also used to describe repeated habitual actions. Look at the example. I go to college every day. The college starts at 10 a.m. etc. Simple present tense is also used in the newspaper headings so that the heading should be more attractive. So for example, the earthquake rocks Indonesia, heavy rainfall lashes Mangalore, etc. Simple present tense is also used to form imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those sentences which are used to give orders or instructions. For example, come in, stand up, keep quiet, don't make noise, etc. Simple present tense is also used to describe an arranged future program. For example, the Prime Minister comes tomorrow. It is arranged future program. I teach present continuous tense tomorrow. It is also arranged future program. I hope that you have understood the concept simple present tense. In our next session, we are going to discuss about present continuous tense. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time.